You cannot impregnate yourself, says people as they drag Twinzlove's mother one more time on social media. Hello everyone, you're very much welcome. If you're familiar with the beautiful twins, Twinzlove, that's their name on social media, you will know that they share an unbreakable bond with their mother, and rightly so. Just a few days ago, it was Father's Day, and of course, people celebrated their husbands, their fathers, their brothers, and friends who are male, and all of that. It's actually a good day, and I think this is the year that a lot of hyping happened around Father's Day, because subsequent times, fathers have been complaining to say Mother's Day, there are about 2 or 3 Mother's Day in a year. They celebrate Mother's Day with pomp and pageantry, but when it comes to Father's Day, everything is on a low. This and this and this. Men are underrated in terms of, their contribution to the family. Honestly, I would agree with that. That the way we celebrate Mother's Day is nothing compared to the way Father's Day is being celebrated. So this time around, a lot of people heightened the tempo, even in churches, online. I think the tempo was a bit raised as well. And so it's a beautiful thing. We should celebrate ourselves when, we are still there. Even those people who have lost their father or their husbands, of course, they still had words of encouragement or words of motivation or whatever to praise, the impact the person has in their lives. So Twinzlove decided to celebrate their mother because she's actually all they've got. If you've been following Twinzlove for a long time now, you will know that she, a mother, single-handedly raised these children. Single-handedly. She talked about how she had issues with her husband, how she suffered to raise the children all alone with no help from no family member, no friend, not even for the man, her husband, because she had the children in a marriage. Marrying their father took place, as in that was her first marriage. So it's not a baby mama drama kind of thing. Then all of a sudden, her husband told her to go and drop the children at an orphanage home, and she quickly went to pack her children back after they've walked a few steps and all of that. So the day she actually granted this interview, everywhere went boom, 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 to be like, how can a man tell his wife to go and drop their 2 children, maybe in front of a mother, an orphanage home and everything. So the bashing was so much. People saying, oh, men can be heartless. Oh, men are scum. Oh, this and this and this and this. And before we knew it, Baba came out of nowhere to say that, well, it's not as exactly as she said it. And the woman claimed that Baba done her no day again or something. So the man came out and, the whole thing became so messy and everything. But the long and short of it was, he's not been responsible for his children. Maybe if you remember more about that story, you can please drop it in the comment section. So, they now did skits, bought a car for their mom, and they actually did buy a car for their mom. They are doing very, very well on social media. They have large followership on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and they get paid so well. So these young ladies have done well for themselves, believing in themselves, and not just in this skit making thing that they do, doing the African mother kind of thing. The African mother, the way they do. Also, nonsense. So it's always exciting watching them. So, yeah, and I'm happy that these children have grown up to be graduates, useful to the society. It takes a lot to raise a child. In fact, there's an adage that says it takes a whole community to raise a child. Because if the child turns out well, it's all for the better for everyone. If it doesn't turn out well, the person will have negative effect on the society. So, these beautiful girls, after all the bash and all that time, because they do prepare them for their father online. Now the person, Papa will take care of us. Now we go take care of you. Now Papa will take care of us. Now we go buy jeep for all those kind of things. So people now advise them to say, okay, your father is still alive and everything. For whatever he has done, you guys should simmer, calm down. Because you're not married yet, and some things might not all go well, when you want to get married and they see that you've been dragging or you've dragged your father on social media before and all of that. So they came out to apologize. And everything. And the case closed. Nigerians, we move on very quickly. So About a year after, just a few days ago, they decided to celebrate their mother, and their mother was wearing agbada. Can you see the agbada the woman is wearing? That this signifies a lot. It signifies a lot. Like, yeah, here I am. I'm their mother, of course, and I'm still their father. I wear those shoes. I wear the agbada. I wear the cap, and all of that. So, of course, this was taken as another shading all over again to Baba that is not available. Now, let's also hit it here. It is not an easy thing for a woman to raise a child, how much more a set of twins. I think people said she remarried and had one child, or that's not the issue. The issue is that, she raised this young, beautiful lady single-handedly. Being a single mother is not what any woman wishes for, and single mother, when people talk about it, some women get married, well married, did the traditional, the court or whatever to their husbands, and for whatever reason, things might not work. The man might decide to take a walk and decide not to be responsible for his children. So that's irresponsibility after matrimony, after holy matrimony. Yeah. There are some women, they didn't get married to the man, they just had a relationship, maybe a serious one, and when you enter and the man refuses, and and the man refuses to be responsible. So there are so many angles to it. For whatever reason, whatever kind of relationship that you've had, unprotected kerewa with a woman, at the back of your mind, you should expect that pregnancy can occur. And as a woman as well, the moment you allow a man do kerewa without wearing CD, you should know that pregnancy can occur as well. So whatever circumstance that happened, as long as Tomobati war, Toti Biomo Saye, a man should do his bit as the father of the child. If you want to question maybe the paternity of the child, the world has moved, and even in this case, he never said he denied his children, so it's just so much for a woman to carry alone, should be said. It's so much. Some women they lose their own precious lives in the process, because in Sari Kiri, ìmíì ti ronú àti máa cut, ìmíì ti sán sínú, ìmíì gan ti depression ti ṣe léṣe, ìmíì gan ò tiẹ̀ nílé ráyè láti ṣiṣẹ́, kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbọ́mọ fún, ìmíì wà bóyá owó tó yẹ kó fi treat ọmọ nígbà tó ọmọ sick kò rí, bóyá so there are so many percentage of women that has lost themselves in that process. They are not able to even exist again, or they are even living, but they are just barely existing. So, in taba no lara mandun, you cannot beat a child and expect the child not to cry. However, people think that, okay, despite all the things that's happened, then the dragging was taking place when she came out to expose ex-husband and everything, that she should have simmered and not have to start all this kind of thing, drama again. Shall we put another layer? So, well, personally, I think that, she might have decided not to do this route again, or even if her children celebrated that, she might not have not posted it. It's to avoid a lot of, buzz on social media. Now, let's take some comments on their page. Somebody said, at least your mom didn't impregnate herself. Forgive your father and wish him Father's Day. So there were other comments, but Twinzlove responded that say, "Abio, make them they play." Another commenter said, "Whatever happened between your mom and dad is their business, and I understand they are deadbeat fathers. But your mom didn't get herself pregnant for F's sake. It's Father's Day and it should be set aside, and it also comes with forgiveness for every hurt. That man is the reason you all are here." Another commenter said, "If your daddy is still alive, forgive the poor man, please. I believe by now he would have learned his lesson. This life is vanity. God." Another said, "While your daddy is alive, today is for fathers. He put you in your mother's womb to conceive you. Celebrate him for that alone." Another person said, "All of una wey dey cap rubbish for this comment section, if a user's father had happened to you, then you would understand how deep this is. Anyways, happy Father's Day to my mom." Violence. This person is like, agreeing with the twins to say you should stop, dragging them, Because if it has happened to you, or if you are a victim of bad father kind of thing, then you have a better understanding. Then another person said, your mother can never be a father. Another person said, 5 Mother's Day in a year and you all are wishing mothers on Father's Day. When are people going to get it? A mom can never be a dad or replace a dad, no matter how awesome and good she has been. Even if the father is dead, it is utterly disrespectful to celebrate the mom on that day, no matter what she has done. Let's even say the father is useless or has been totally absent from the child's life now. It's either up to the child to decide. Another commenter said, it's the audacity that you guys have to type nonsense comments on this post for me. Now know the rest. If you're really concerned about their father, upload this picture on your wall, then wish him happy Father's Day. You all should stop telling people how to react to sensitive situations that affect them only. Ọ̀rọ̀ rèé o. Another person said, nothing can replace father, guys. Don't worry. Very soon, you will have a father as your husband. What goes around comes around the clock. So, those are the few comments that, we can take right now about this particular incident. When it comes to discussing single motherhood, absent father, deadbeat father, it's always a very sensitive issue. Because while some children might be lucky to have their mother fully stand in the gap as both the father and the mother, bearing all the responsibilities alone, some women are not even able to stand up for themselves, not because they don't want to, but they might not be financially okay, or maybe they remarried to another man and they could not really, inculcate or bring in their other children into the new marriage. So a lot of things happen. There's no one cap fits all thing to when it comes to something as sensitive as this. However, I think the Twinzlove have decided to celebrate their mom, and that is their own whatever. However, I think, they might have chosen to just keep it low, but they decide to share it to the world. And in social media, whatever anybody wants to share on their page is okay. People will, of course, react one way. As you can see, somewhere for what they did, somewhere against what they did. But they're adults. They're in their 20s. So they're old enough to know what they want. But I must say that this very, very terrible habit of men being deadbeats is unbecoming. I think it's that's why you can't get away with it abroad. It's just very tacky for you to have a child and just think you can walk away and that's very bad attitude. That's bad behavior. Even as baba, you don't really mean anything to that child anymore. You don't. You don't actually. So all the warmth that they will show to the mother who stood by them, come rain, come shine, come sickness and health, and all of that, they cannot shower the same to you as the deadbeat father that ran away. Because you've just shown that you are not an intentional father. You are a father of convenience, So, and it's very rampant. It's very, 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 especially our Yoruba. You just do and leave the woman alone with the children to feed and fend for the child. It's bad behavior. I don't care whatever anybody wants to quote it with. No responsible man will do that. And that's why no responsible man will decide to get married and not cater for the child, or decide to just, because you're always putting everything on the woman. But when it comes to a situation like this that was a marriage, then the man would have done better. Not when the children are now up and about now and everything. That's just my opinion, but I think as parents, we shouldn't bring children into our attitude of It's wrong. It's very, very, very wrong. I just hope that, we can learn 1 or 2 things from that. What's your opinion on this? You think it's wrong, but Iya Ibeji, she's fondly called, to celebrate herself and for her children to celebrate her on Father's Day, as somebody who has stood as the father and mother in their lives. I would like to hear your comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you for joining. And to existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.